we got the full team. Becky, Ranny, Rocky. Rocky, as you can imagine, is not very helpful. In fact, he's anti-helpful. But we love him anyway. Alright. So, over the last couple of weeks, Rexy has spent quite a bit of time in grooming deals in his cage and somewhat protected from Floki and Cuddy. But today is the first day he is going to be out and have direct contact. So we're super excited. We expect everything to go pretty well, but you never know. Floki is a unpredictable factor in the equation. There he is. He's like, yeah, you brought me a new friend. We did.
Oh, Rexy boy. Wait, good.
Alright. Of course, Floki climbs on it. It's his favourite thing to do. I think these two are actually very similar, I feel. And of course, Cuddy, as ever, unimpressed. So once Floki removes himself from the door, we can let Rexy out.
Well, I'm not too sure if this is Floki's way of objecting to Rexy coming into his enclosure by just sitting on top and making sure he can't actually climb out at all. So he doesn't seem worried at all. He's not really doing anything, just sitting there.
Yeah, just chuck him off it. use the lid to persuade him to leave. Oh yeah. There you go. So as you can see, Floki, as he gets older, moves a little better because he's a bit stronger.
Well, those of you will remember Floki. His original accident gave him brain trauma, and of course the people that found him didn't want him to escape and tied up his legs and dislocated his hips with him trying to escape. And that's why he's in the condition that he will be. He'll never be a normal monkey again, but at least they're living a good quality of life.
Oh, don't hold me back. A little bit nervous, as to be expected.
Cuddy, of course, is another perfect example. Had head trauma, very severe head trauma, a lot of swelling on the brain. So he's not really able to climb or anything like this at all. So another case for our special unit. And you can see all of these monkeys have a decent quality of life. They still enjoy themselves, making friends, and of course putting Rexy in is going to be a whole new mix to the match. And let's see how it goes.
See, he moves well. So, obviously very excited. Of course.
So of course a completely different type of integration. Each one of them has got their own little unique ways about them and doing things. So it is very, very interesting to watch just how they slowly get on with each other, break down those barriers, hopefully accept each other, because just remember these little guys can still bite quite badly, and They do have fights with each other. It's also one of the reasons why they are in sort of a separate cage from some of our other special cases, because they fight too badly and just don't want to get on with everybody. So at the moment they do get on very well with each other. The integration of little Rexies, just to see how things go. It's nice to bring something else into them to keep everybody occupied, and basically he's suffering from the same things as all of them. His limited movement, brain trauma, so his brain just doesn't work as fast as it should, and of course he can't move around as quickly as what he can, although he wouldn't say so. It's going to be interesting to see what he does.
There we go.
It's gone way up, darling.
Big Floki. Not a little juvenile anymore.
So of course Floki not all understanding all of this energy from little Rexy, but just remember Rexy has been playing with the babies, jumping around and chasing them and building up a little bit of strength from them when these other two haven't. So it's going to be interesting to see a little monkey that's got a whole lot of energy trying to break his way in with these two little grumpy pots.
Yeah, Floki
Do you want to go to Disneyland, Float?
diving for the food. This gives Rexy a little chance to approach Cuddy. He's actually moving really well. What do you think, bud? Oh. Am I scaring you?
It's just nice to see how Rexy's actually getting up and down on the platforms, moving around. He doesn't seem too worried about anything, or not letting anything worry him. And also like exploring the cage quite nicely, which is great. He's been around, hasn't really got up to Cuddy yet as such, but we're all eager to see what that moment's going to be like. Floki, of course, just having a look if he can find any extra food that may have been brought in.
Floki, you used to fit in that. Huh? Not anymore.
I think he's definitely a sucker for something as well.
Rexy's having a lot of fun. Cuddy.
All of these monkeys are actually little miracles that one never thought they'd actually pull through at all. I mean, if you even remember, Rexy had completely no movement when he first came in. It was very, very serious. We never ever expected him to get this far. And now he's like just a little ball of fun. I mean, he's just running around, jumping, playing with everybody. A lot of excitement. He did very, very well with the little ones while he was bringing them all up. And I think he's going to change the lives of these two as well. Just bring a little bit more fun and spirit into the world for them. Because, as I say, he's fresh, and he wants to jump around and do little things that little juvenile monkeys do. And of course, for them, it's also a new experience, because it's not often that they get a chance to actually integrate or actually get a chance to be with other monkeys. So this is really going to be something nice, really something good to watch. So it's good just to be here, able to enjoy these moments and see how things go for them and how they slowly break down the barriers.
Good boy, Rexy.
No idea where they're coming from. From the babies.
Oh. This is how we make friends, though. And Rexy's doing excellent. Yeah, he's doing great.
grooming is a big thing for all monkeys, and Rexy has climbed straight into there. Looks like a fantastic little groomer, and of course this is what Cuddy's enjoyed the most and actually asking for. So she's enjoying getting groomed by Rexy, and actually looking for him to come over and groom her. Rexy, of course, doing everything the correct way. This is just fantastic. Seems like he loves grooming, and of course, these two are going to enjoy that quite a bit. And that's certainly one way of getting yourself into a little family group as quickly as possible. Be interesting to see how long it takes before they start grooming him, because that's going to start meaning the real acceptance. At the moment, they're just taking advantage of his kind little heart. Of course, there's a little bit of a price to pay for the kindness. Can you believe it? The foundation has reached the 30-year mark, and of course it's time for a revamp, as these enclosures are starting to show their age, and of course the escapees are getting more and more clever. So if you'd like to get involved, please share the link, make donations where you can, help us spread the word. It's a big project we're undertaking, but vitally necessary to make sure all the animals in our care are kept as comfortably and as safe as possible. Thank you, and thank you for your support. Yes, and it is volunteers' legs that you actually see out there. In these kind of cases, we have to be very, very careful. We can't let the monkeys just be on their own, because we really and truly don't know how the interaction or reaction is going to go. And when you've got monkeys that are slightly compromised, they also don't always react in the way that a normal monkey should. So there's got to be somebody on hand just in case things don't go out the way they should. But at the moment, it looks like little Rexy is fantastic. I mean, it's unbelievable how well he's getting on with everybody. Seems to just know what he's doing, and it actually looks like he's enjoying doing this whole grooming and things, which is really great. So I think it's going to be a good fit for this little community, and it's going to bring a little bit more liveliness into their lives as well, which makes things a lot more enjoyable. I'm not saying some monkeys really take advantage of others, but well, I think Cuddy here is just in the pound seats.
just Rexy and Cuddy saying hello to James' troop. That's Emblem and Luna at the fence. Rexy just wants to play. Oh, he's grooming her. Or was trying to, and then Cuddy moved. So tomorrow Darby will be released into James' troop. Darby and Rexy were best friends in baby care, so it'll be very exciting for their little reunion. Darby is just behind me in the James intro cage. Not sure the boys have noticed each other in their separate intro cages, but they will tomorrow when Darby joins James' troop and is on the other side of that fence. Rexy trying to play, and Floki and Cuddy don't really know what to do with it. He's used to playing with rambunctious Remy and almost feral Darby. So Floki and Cuddy in their quiet little life don't quite know what to do with this crazy boy. But they'll get there. Ready when you are. So this is the first time Rexy will be going out using the guillotine door. He spent the morning in the small side. Let's see if he's able to do it. Yeah. So Floki and Cuddy are very used to this routine. They run out when the door opens, they run straight to their food. Because Floki is a bit food aggressive, especially with having to now share with one extra monkey, this is kind of a tense time. Mr. Roo hasn't quite worked out what he needs to do. Rexy, come on! So this is the important part of what we had to learn, was how Rexy comes out of the guillotine door. This is how they'll get fed. The food comes out, they come out. Cuddy goes back in. Oh, good girl, Cuds, you show him. There we go, good boy, baby boy. Okay, not right to the food, but you'll see that there is a food blankets pile picnic area over there, but then there is also one over here. Floki was a bit aggressive the other day when the food plates were too close to each other, so just for Rexy's safety we've just added in a second picnic blanket so that he can stuff his face and not be bothered by Floki. We will move these closer as the day goes on, or days go on, but for now Rexy's got his own breakfast for one. This is the best Floki has reacted with Rexy near him and his food. Everybody's eating quite happily, so nice steps. It's been about 3 mornings in the making. So this is normally where Floki and Cuddy would have their breakfast. We moved Rexy's towards the top of the enclosure where actually Floki's running to right now, just to make sure that there was enough distance in case of any aggression. But as you can see, Floki took himself away rather than Rexy running away, which is great. The difficulty will be this evening's feed, as they get fed in the small side over here. It's a much smaller space, so if there was any aggression it would be a little more difficult for Rexy to get away, but he is very mobile, so we're hoping it will be fine, and obviously Floki is much happier with Rexy around his food. Rexy playing with Floki. I say playing with Floki because Floki doesn't really have much choice. And Floki's not really sure what to do. Rexy is a bit strong. Cuddy's going to come break it up. Or join in.
Well, this is just like a little reminder of what little Rexy was like when he first came in. And with a lot of care, dedication and wonderful people out there all supporting him, you can see the difference it's made in this little life and in the lives of those others. So thank you for everybody out there for what you do, for the care, the love, being part of us and helping us rescue and giving these monkeys a second chance. We really all appreciate it, and the monkeys appreciate it more than anyone else. Thank you. See you in the next episode.